Yeah.
Is that your
Dalin
gown?
Oliver, welcome
Is
to
that
my
your
bed.
gown? Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me in your bed. It's the first time one of my show directors has invited me to their bedroom, I guess.
Yeah, not even like, yeah, the bedroom is generally quite a sacred space, eh?
It's a very sacred space. The lounge is fine because
Yeah.
everyone comes into the lounge. I, is it old school? I don't know. Culturally, is the color thing that your mom and dad's bedroom is like off limits to the visitors, to anyone, or is it a general thing across all cultures?
I think it might be a general thing. I think they're tiers. So you start like formal friends you can have in the lounge, then good friends you have in the kitchen, and then
Yes. Who goes to
the girl you're trying to impress, you can go show her mom's room because that's where the ensuite is, hidden behind
Yes,
the cupboard doors.
but the bedroom is very sacred. Also, my bedroom is filthy, so that's why a lot. In general, my flat's filthy, so a lot of videos I do, you'll see a white background. That's it. I go. This is the easiest thing for people not to. The right word is judge it, because I feel
Yes.
the more videos I put into social media, people don't even watch anymore. They look at what you have and they look at what's there and they start asking questions. I'm like,
Yes.
don't ask questions about that. Focus on what I'm saying.
They don't care about the content. They're now just judging the
Yes.
quality of your possessions.
That's all. Start sending me direct messages. You should tell the bank they should give you a payment holiday. You need to sort out your life. These are things that must happen. No, it is, bro. And I mean, I didn't even say for you because all of our work is on stage. So as soon
Yeah.
as we try to adapt to this whole new era that we're in with COVID-19 and we're putting stuff online, we're just going, how much can we share? How much should we share? How much do we
Yes.
want to share?
Yeah. It's what is funny is watching people who never share now
Yes.
suddenly feel like they need to share. That's the one. So then
Yes.
it's just lots of floundering. And then a lot of people hit the ground running in week 1 of isolation. Now week 2 and 3, very quiet, eh? Very few
Really?
vlogs.
I thought I was the only one who saw that, not mentioned it, who noticed it. Bruh, the first weekend, people were pumping content. They were pumping content, putting videos out. And this is not, I'm not just looking at comics, I'm looking at across the board
Everyone.
at
Brother, if
every,
you had a phone, you were putting out content.
yeah,
People were putting out, this is what
yeah,
I'm baking, this is what I'm cooking, this is how I clean,
yes,
let me do the dishes. Week number 2, a little bit light on the content there.
nothing.
Tell me what's going on with your hair situation there, Dalin Oliver.
Going, eh? Check here. It's so bad. I'm going to see if I can get the camera onto my actual bald spot over there. Can you see it?
Wow, that's you got to move it further back, further, other way, no, other way. Slowly, keep going. I feel like a car guard trying to direct you. Come, more, bring it more. Yeah, it's like you just keep not showing the bald spot.
Have they been listening to you? Do they listen?
No, but my kids don't listen to me outside of the lockdown. They have no reason to listen to me in the lockdown because I can't even say you're not going to go surfing. Listen, if you don't do this, then you're not going to your cousins for the weekend. All of those threats don't exist anymore.
At all, eh? And I mean, I was talking to my friends with children, and I was laughing because their wives have literally given them schedules. They've given them schedules, and they said, "This is what you must do with the lighties from this time to that."
Oh, I was about to say, do they give the kids the schedules or do they give the husbands the schedules?
They give the husbands the schedules to allow the kids to follow.
Okay, yeah. Because listen,
Yeah.
I mean, ours is pretty much wake up in the morning, then they go feral for maybe 4 hours. They scavenge in the kitchen, they find leftover food, and then we come and find them. They're basically like raccoons over there, pouring milk into the cereal box. It's
Lovely. That is a great life. Your children are my heroes, bruh.
It's like
Do they wake up on their own, obviously? Do they come say good morning? Because when they were small, they say good morning. Do they still do that? They don't care.
No, they come to me. My youngest comes to me every morning. He comes to come and chill here by me. It depends. The first week of the lockdown, I was still in my own routine, which is my own routine that I've tried to cultivate is to wake up before everyone else. So
Okay.
he would come and find me in the lounge doing my thing. Whereas now the
Nice.
last 2 weeks, I'm like, 5 o'clock for who? Like, why am I getting up at 5 o'clock? You know what I mean? Like my day,
Yeah.
I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. It could be 9 o'clock at night now. It could be
Yes.
6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No one does. And the bad thing with the routine is that as comics, our routine is isolated.
Yeah.
We live in isolation all the
Yeah.
time. So now the pandemic, the first few days for me was normal. It was fairly more normal because with radio, I'm not going into studio anymore, but I'm still up at 5. So I'm still up at 5. They phone me or I voice note them sports.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what is the typical Dalin Oliver sport report now?
So a typical, this is a funny part. So Friday, we include feel good moments now, bruh. Faf du Plessis, he's expecting his second child. He posted a picture on Instagram of his wife, Imari. I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's Imari. Is it Imari or Imari? It's Afrikaans. So
it's one Mari. Yeah. He's going to have another one, and that's going to be Mari number 2.
Number 2, right? And then Lotte Jache, his wife Constance, she's having they're having their first child. So I was like, let's have some feel-good news. There was some scandal with FIFA again, where they were naming and shaming officials who took bribes. How does Russia get the World Cup? And Qatar, come on. Like,
the hottest place and the coldest place.
Yeah, perfectly said. That's the headline. No, it's all alleged, but I'm saying, nah, bro, that's straight up bribery. The mere fact that Robbie Williams performed at the opening ceremony in Russia, that is Putin's favorite artist, bro. Like, if that is not corruption in its own, come on. Why would you have had Robbie Williams perform at the opening ceremony of a World Cup?
I watched, still one of my favorite DVDs is I Know What We Did Last Summer, live at Nebworth. Okay. Man's a rock star. I'm with Putin on this. Robbie Williams is a rock star.
He went through, but the opening ceremony at the World Cup, even Robbie wasn't angry. I think he did something. He showed middle finger to the camera or something.
But I think that's a regular thing he does. I think that's just part of his stage persona. Like even when he was a backup dancer for Take That, he would flip the bird, especially in English-speaking countries.
I never knew he was a backup dancer. I never knew.
I'm teaching you many things. Robbie Williams is a backup dancer. It's band with, not band worth. At the end of this lockdown, you're going to, it's like, welcome to my bedroom. I will teach you some things. So are you just filling your lockdown? Are you just filling your lockdown with podcasts and books and
podcasts, books? I'm trying to record as much. Hey, I learned, wait, Stuart, you'll be proud of me. You know me long enough to know how I am at being an adult. I learned how to make scrambled eggs. This is a big deal. Food-wise, I'm learning how to cook. Not learning, but like it's cooking-ish. Yeah. Linda Oliver, my mom's, she's been ever ready on video call and on WhatsApp sending me some recipes. But chicken schnitzels in the George Foreman fold over are good. You can fill them with cucumbers, like and tomatoes and salads, etc. Chicken fillets have been cool. Some pasta, it's not that difficult. It doesn't taste great, but it's not that difficult.
Are you making your own pasta? Or are you buying your pasta and then making it?
No, but how do you make your own pasta? Buy pasta.
My wife told me to make pasta the other day, brother.
Are you serious?
I'm cutting Alfredo.
How do you make pasta?
It's only flour and eggs.
Is that it? And then you must cut him.
You make it into a dough, and then you roll it out thin, and then you fold it and you cut it. And depending on how thick you cut it, you make ribbons of stuff. Here's a picture of me doing it.
Oh, dope, man! That is awesome. Because do you cook? I know you braai.
If I ever did like come dine with me, I'd be like starters is on a braai, mains is on a braai, dessert.
Yes.
Shooter.
Braai.
Yeah. Okay. I want to ask you, do you have any coping mechanisms now that you're locked indoors?
Coping mechanisms, bro. I genuinely think my body is aging quicker than many people. This Benjamin Button vibes, like, bro. And I'd started doing a bit of yoga, which has been good for stretching.
Great.
Yeah, it's
Yoga's
been
amazing.
yeah. But the downward dog and the dog that is not downward and
Upward
the
dog.
stretches are upward. Yeah, the upward dog. There we go. So stretching has been has been really cool because our daily movements are messed up. Like my back's so much starting to ache out of nowhere, and I'm going, but I'm not walking. I'm not doing what I genuinely do. So this sounds a bit crazy, right? But we're fortunate because we got smartwatches and they can track all our fitness.
Right.
So I'll put on my running app, and then I'll run like in my lounge. There's a little stretch, and it's like 10 meters. I don't even. It's not 10 meters. I don't even. Do I have it? I don't know how much meters it is, but I can run up and down, and I can clock a K. Yeah, then I can do a K, and then that's a nice warm up. I can clear space. I can make it workable, and then I can go online and do I won't even say a workout. It's just an escape, getting the brain to be a bit fresh. So I've tried to populate it with like skipping. I like skipping, some core work, just stuff that is gonna. And this isn't heavy. It's not heavy gym. It's not heavy gym. This is just things to keep me sane because I love running. Right. So I need some because for me running is like I'm not about the gym life where they go the early bird catches the worm. Winners never quit. No, bruh, relax. Like, take a deep breath and figure out your own life before you decide to shout at me.
So are you going to leave the lockdown having flattened the curve or fattened the curve?
Flip, bruh, I've been freaking so much luxuries. I'm worried, eh? Like, you must see me in the shops. I'm so scared of how many biscuits and chocolates and sweet things I buy. Like, I'm trying to balance a lot, and I genuinely hope that I can flatten the curve by the time that I leave lockdown. Like, every time you put on a sweater, in your mind you go, it's not that tight anymore. I feel it's more loose. You do one session at home, you look in the mirror and you want results. That's where I am. I'm trying to drink more water. I genuinely am. I'm trying to. This isn't Woolworths water. It's a refill that I do all the time, just in case.
But at some point in your life, you bought Woolworths water to get that bottle. And for that, we are still judging you. Like, clearly you went into lockdown without having bought a brush. Is there anything else that you wish you had taken into lockdown with you that you can't get now?
Yes. My bro, I wish I could have got 2 spotlights. Sound crazy. 2 spotlights. Speak to the tech video guys that I usually work with, the photographers. I'm like, yo, what will you charge me to rent me one of your spotlights for the lockdown? Just to have good light while I'm filming. Then speak to a bra who's got a good, we can use our cell phones, which is awesome. But microphone wise, I tried to buy mics last minute and then I couldn't get good deals anyway. I couldn't find the one that I wanted. Speak to guys, yo, what will you charge me to hire? And then just set up a bloody studio here, bro, and record and edit and have this mad backlog of content that whether it works or not, I have no idea, but I know that it's crisp and it's clean. And for me as a comic and a creator, it just gives me sanity over this period because food-wise, I've got everything I need. I can survive on basics. I got enough toilet paper. I've been fortunate to have stocked up, but not to an extent. We're fighting. I went to the shops last week. People mustn't scale. People police each other. They must let the police people and the securities police each other. So for me, that was the big thing. I would have literally stocked up on equipment to film stuff.
And what's the first thing you're going to do when the lockdown ends? Where are you heading to?
Yo, I'm going to sound weird now, no? Like, I just want to go for a drive and see the ocean and around Chapman's. Maybe go buy a Gatsby.
You never drive around Chapman's Peak. Now you want to drive around Chapman's Peak.
I don't know what I want to do.
On the way to your job, but you rather take a cut.
The ocean. I love the ocean, bro. I genuinely love the ocean. So I want to be near the ocean. Now, I don't even want the burger. I want the Gatsby, a faulty masala steak, Charcoal Gatsby. I usually go to Cozy Corner. It's up the road from me, and just go enjoy some junk food that is not accessible during lockdown. Get some lekker koesistes. I was craving koesistes on Sunday, and there was no koesistes. I couldn't make koesistes. I don't want these. Yeah, that's what I want. I want some lekker Cape Town based. Even a nice biryani will be lekker. Do you know what I mean? Stuff that I can't get during lockdown. The aunties who make that potte biryani, if you're watching post lockdown, we must make contact, please, because I'm gonna come buy biryani from you. Lekker food, because you must remember, my life functions on being on the road with stuff. So I never usually. This is. I'm not ready for an apocalypse. Basically, that's where it is.
Well, listen, I think we're going to get through the apocalypse. So bottom line is, if you are Dalin Oliver, you are staying sane by keeping fit. You wish that you had a studio and could start Dalin Oliver TV headquarters. And when this is all done, you're going to drive via Chapman's Peak to buy a Gatsby with biryani on it, covered with kusista sauce.
Yeah, that would be great. As weird as it sounds, that would be absolutely great.
Thanks for your time, Dalin Oliver. We'll chat soon.
Cheers. Aware. Thanks, Stu. Take it easy. Cheers, bro.